our story begin in season 2, episode 13. Now, this one is where we had Bumblebee and RC. Well, not technically, it was technically about Optimus, but anywho, this is where three bots work together to get basically an artifact, and they did bring some of the human partners. Now, the three bots are Cliffjumper, RC, and Bumblebee, along with Sierra, Miko, and Jack, who actually joined them. And all three of them are basically going to the same location to get the phase shifter. And the two Decepticons, okay, there's like some Decepticons and a few, a few Insecticons. And the two like high rank Decepticons are there are Breakdown and Knockout. Yes. Because I never killed off Breakdown, did I? Nah, I didn't. Actually, I'm glad I didn't. Now, huh. Basically put, the Autobots are busy walking inside the tunnel and they proceed to find the Decepticons along with the human partners because Miko doesn't go off because Sierra's there to keep her in check. Now, Cliffjumper orders the humans to hide, and they do so. And Cliffjumper looks at Bumblebee and RC and is like, "You guys ready?" And RC like, "Yep." Bumblebee like, uh, "I'm ready, bro. I'm ready." As the Autobots take out the artifacts that Optimus has created for them. Now, before I continue with the story, I want to say something quickly. Now, the three artifacts that Optimus created for them are quite interesting. You see, he gave Bumblebee a stun ray. You see, bees have like a stinger which allows them to inflict poison. Yeah, I think so. No. That's another animal. But it basically put it's like yeah. Bees have a stinger and all that. It kind of it actually, does it emit poison? I actually kind of forgot, but it does something. But Bumblebee's stinger is much different. As when he base okay, if anyone has seen Transformers Cyberverse, you know what Bumblebee's stinger does. Basically, freezes opponents or something. I remember that. I remember back in 2018 when I was a few years younger. Yeah, that's basically what it does. And RC will basically get an ice bow. Yes, you all know what that does. Just makes ice. And Cliff Jumper, he gets something interesting. Actually, this will be an interesting weapon to give someone like Cliff Jumper. He basically has a spear. This spear basically allows him to teleport. That's basically what the spear allows him to do. It allows him to basically teleport around the area, you can say. Now, the three of them go in and start attacking the Insecticons and Veocons, and they're quickly overwhelming them. And the best part about it is that they also have Insect Energon, as Skyfire gave it to most of the Autobots besides Jazz and Optimus, who don't really care about it because they were so OP. These guys like, nah, I think that'll be a bit too much for us. So yeah, they also put some energon inside the systems and start going wild. They slaughter every Insecticon and Veocon. Now Knockout is about to grab the artifact, but Bumblebee basically just shoots him, sending him flying. And Breakdown is about to fight them, but then he realizes, we don't stand a chance. So he proceeds just to grab Knockout and leave as he realizes they would die if they stay. And Bumblebee, Cliffjumper, and RC look at this like, dang, that was easy. Cliffjumper, in his mind, wondering, when did the war get easier? You know what? We should have used the Forge of Souls farm a long time ago. Cliffjumper says this in his mind. Bumblebee just looks at this like, how? That was too easy. You know what? I'm kind of sad. Now I have nothing to test it on. Well, that's life. As Bumblebee just quickly just goes, grabs the phase shifter, and they get out of there. So, yeah, that's the end of episode 13. Actually, that was quick. Well, now we skip to episode 14. Now, this one is like, when Optimus went to that Antarctic journey stuff, but he went to Antarctic? Wait, was it? Yeah, well, he went to Antarctica. Oh, Basically, was it the North Pole or was it the South Pole? No, it doesn't matter. He just goes to like he went to an icy area. But in this timeline, three bots are going in this timeline. It's Skyfire, Sunstreaker, and Sideswipe, who are actually going to get the Apex armor instead of it being Optimus. Now, the Decepticons on this journey are Skyquake and Redwing, along with a few Vehicons. They are busy walking, busy wondering what to do. But of course, they go to the same location like in Canyon and realize that the Apex armor has been dug out and then there's flags and wonder if there was the Autobots. But the Autobots obviously pull up and they ask where the hell the Apex armor is. And Dreadwing like, huh, I thought you bots had it. And Sideswipe like, no, huh, if you guys don't have it, then who has it? Skyfire, who's the scientist and like the smartest one in the entire field, technically says, what if humans took it? Yeah, and the Sunstreak is like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. But it doesn't matter. You guys have two options. Either leave or we might kill you. As remember, none of them are like Oximus. And by the way, Sunstreak and Sideswipe, yeah, these guys are the type just to kill you and ask questions later. I mean, to be fair, I'll do the same thing. They're technically teenagers in a war. You put a teenager in a war, they want to ask questions, they'll shoot first and ask questions later. That's what you should never do. But hey, hey, that's not my problem. Cybertronians live for thousands to millions to billions of years or whatever. But yeah, Sunstreaker says that they're not gonna win this as they all pull out their artifacts. Now, Sideswipe pulls out a sword, a wind sword. Basically, put wind sword allows him to control wind. That's too OP. And Sunstreaker basically pulls out gloves, which are basically put allow him to you know what? Best way I can say it is they can just allow him to create radiation. Yeah, basically when he creates radiation energy you could say. Yeah. Best way I can describe it. He just shoots energy that's made of radiation and it does damage and all that. Like an energy blast you can say, but it's made out of radiation. And Skyfire, you know what, I was thinking of two artifacts, like which one of these two is good for him? You know what? I'm not so sure. Not so sure. Not so sure. Like, there's so many weapons. I'm even taking weapons from other continuities and other planes. But I'm just wondering what can I give him. You know what? I'm just gonna give him the Leviathan axe, the one that Kratos had. Why not? The only difference is its ability is not to control ice. Its ability is control water. So yeah. Huh, a water axe. Actually, that's kind of OP. I actually like that. I actually like that. So yeah, I'm giving him that. Now, all three of them are basically ready to fight, and they basically square up. Now, Sunstreaker basically is the one to fight every Viocon that they brought, and he's why the Viocons got smoked badly, but yeah, sadly they got cooked. Sideswipe though, he's busy fighting Dreadwing, and Skyfire is fighting off Skyquake, and yeah, the twin brothers got cooked. I ain't gonna lie, but they managed to escape barely, and they're going straight to where the artifact is. But seeing this, Skyfire basically grabs both Sunstreak and Sideswipe and proceeds to fly off, and the rest of the Viocons are all dead, so nothing. They would arrive the same time the twin brothers Skyquake and Dreadwing arrived, and they basically they try their best to get the artifact, but Sunstreaker basically uses his radiation abilities to basically knock them off balance. Basically, when they're running towards the artifact, he basically just shoots the ground and sends them flying up, which allows Skyfire to basically use his water abilities to basically pull them towards them. Now, basically, Skyfire will order one of the twins to go get the artifact, which is Sideswipe, who's the fastest of the twins. So, well, technically the fastest one there. While the other two hold them off. Now, Dreadwing basically fights off Sunstreaker and Skyfire fights off Skyquake. And the twin brothers no yeah the twin brothers are Skyfire I mean no Skyquake and dang there's so many skies but yeah Skyquake and Dreadwing are busy fighting off Sunstreaker and Skyfire. Now they're having a struggling time, but sadly Sideswipe pulls up with the Apex armor and uses it on himself, and he starts fighting off. Basically, puts I would say Skyfire. No, it's not Skyfire. Skyquake. Dang it! I put so many skies in here, but yeah, basically, he fights him along with Skyfire, and now Dreadwing does try to help his brother, but Sunstreaker just beats him up a bit. Yeah, but but then Dreadwing manages to basically push Sunstreaker off of him, and he's about to kill him. But seeing this quickly, Sideswipe comes in and takes the full brunt of the blast, and he's sent flying, kind of, but he regains himself. As remember, Apex armor is nearly indestructible. Now, obviously, the brothers Skyquake and Dreadwing do try to escape, but when Dreadwing basically transforms and he's about to leave with his brother Skyquake sadly gets shot through his spark by no one other than Sunstreaker, who basically uses the full power of the gloves, as use the full power of the radiation to blast a hole through Skyquake. And seeing this shocks Dreadwing. And seeing the death of Dreadwing actually puts a smile on Sunstreaker. As Sunstreaker looks straight towards Dreadwing and says, "Oh, that's for Sea Spray." But I didn't really want to kill him yet, but yeah, that's for our boy Sea Spray. As Sunstreaker has a smile on his face. Seeing this pisses off Dreadwing, as he wants to go in, but then he realizes if he does, he's gonna be killed. He says that he swore to get revenge on him as he transforms and blasts off. Seeing this, Skyfire is like, why did you do that? You could have just let them leave. Here in this, Sunstreak is like, this is a war. There's no such thing as mercy. All prisoners. Here in this, kind of surprises Skyfire, as he's like, dang, that is the darkest mentality ever. Are you okay, kid? And Sunstreaker like, if I was born in this war, so no, I'm not okay. Yeah, and hearing this makes Skyfire like, yeah, that is true. You were born when the war, when the war was started. So, yeah, you're not fine mentally. But yeah, now that'll be the end of episode 4, seeing with them going back with the Apex armor. Now we will skip to episode 15, where we would basically see Bulkhead going on that mission to get Tox and Energon, yes. But he goes with Wheeljack. Wheeljack and him go together, and they would arrive like the same time Bulkhead in the original, and they would grab grab a chunk of the Toxin Energon, and we would still have Hardshell come in, but it's just Hardshell. There's no one else besides Hardshell, and oh my bad, Hardshell along with a few Insecticons. But obviously they left a bomb there, killing one of the Insecticons. I would say he brings 4 extras, so it's basically 5. Now well, one is dead, so 4 left. Now they would the Insecticons arrive, find Bulkhead and Wheeljack and start fighting them. But Wheeljack and Bulkhead take out their own artifacts, which were created by Optimus yet again. Like I said in what part was that? Yes, part 7. That every Autobot got an artifact. And the best way I can say it is like this. You see, let's start with Wheeljack. Wheeljack has the Blades of Chaos from God of War, Kratos' original and first ever godly weapons. Yes, he's having that. Why? Wheeljack has 2 swords, and I also see him having this because he has a hard-head personality. So you see what I mean? This man is it's quite perfect with him for some reason. I actually see him holding these a lot. Yeah, that would be a fire concept. No, I should probably draw that. But whatever. Yeah, he basically has that. And Bulkhead basically has a hammer. You can say, well, okay, yeah, he has a hammer, but let's see what ability he's gonna give his hammer. Hmm. You know what? This will be funny. It has the ability to create earthquakes and also has the ability to create shock waves. Oof, that's overpowered. I'm not gonna lie. That's a good defense weapon and an offense weapon. Golly. Yeah, both of them use their overall overpowered ability weapons, and they're just demolishing them. I ain't gonna lie. Now, Hardshell was sent flying and crashes straight into a mountain. Now, Wheeljack rushes in to basically stab him, but one of his Insecticons comes in, taking the full brunt. Wheeljack basically just stabs him straight in the spark chamber, the Insecticon that came to save Hardshell. And he's like, "Oh, you punk!" As he decides to use the full ability of the Blades of Chaos, and proceeds to basically burn this Insecticon from the inside out. First inside, so his spark chamber and his spark itself is destroyed, along with his brain module and his optics. Everything's burned from the inside. Everything inside of him is just ash. Outside, he basically just blows up. But before he blows up, Wheeljack takes out the blades and jumps off of him, and the Insecticon blows up. Hardshell sees this and he's shocked. Wheeljack looks at him, but then we will see Bulkhead calling him. He's like, "Jackie, let's go. We already killed two of the Insecticons. Now we have to go quickly." And hearing this, Wheeljack is like, fine, Bulk. As they quickly rush towards the volcano, yes. And Bulkhead will still pass out, and Wheeljack takes the rest of the insect energon, and he would throw it in since he came like he since Bulkhead was knocked out, and it took a while for Insecticons to find him. Yeah, Wheeljack has an early time, but Wheeljack is still tired and exhausted. Now, the two Insecticons that are left, which is Hardshell and another random one, arrive and are ready to basically kill Wheeljack as he got weakened from the toxin energon. But thanks to Wheeljack taking it from Bulkhead, Bulkhead is actually back to full strength, you can say. Well, kind of. He's almost there, but he's fine. He comes in to help out his buddy, and both of them will work together and kill both Hardshell and the Insecticon. As to be fair, they didn't really have they never had a chance to fight back. To be fair, they got cooked. But yeah, and these two basically go back, and Bulkhead never got shot in the back. Yippee, Bulkhead's fine. Now we skip to episode 16, where we would have two Decepticons going after this artifacts. I forgot the name of it. Yeah, I forgot that name. Yeah. Now, basically, put it had sound abilities. Something it can generate sound waves. Yeah, and Soundwave and Blitzwing are going after this. Huh. Actually, dangerous duo, but they're also gonna fight their own dangerous duo. The Optimus' weapon specialist and his medic. Nah, nope, nope, nope. Who's gonna stop them? No one. No one at all. But basically, put they basically arrive. Iron Knight and Ratchet. They arrive in the same location, and Blitzwing and Soundwave like come after they found the artifact. They find it, but then Blitzwing and Soundwave attack them. Seeing this, both Ratchet and Iron Knight decide to use the weapons that Optimus gave them. Now, Ratchet, I was wondering what weapon I can give him, but basically put I guess I can give him that War for Sabatron gun that he had. Like, it allowed him to heal other people, like other bots, and it also allowed him to, like, overheal them towards the point they exploded. Yeah, yeah, that's how it went. Now, Ironide, I don't really know what to give Ironide. I mean, he's already an overpowered guy. Hmm, hmm, hmm. You know what? I'm guessing all. You know what? Since Iron is so much like a gun type guy, Optimus just gave him an explosive weapon, which has enough power to basically destroy the Nemesis. That's basically how powerful this gun is. And yeah, Ratchet and Ironhide use their respective artifacts that Arximus gave them. And Ironhide doesn't use the full power of it because he knows the moment he shoots one of them, he would kill Ratchet and himself. So he decides to use it a bit nerfed to damage Blitzwing. And Blitzwing is quite durable. So yeah, bro, get him. He stopped. Yeah, Soundwave and Blitzwing are having a struggling time and they try their best. And nah, forget it. They don't get it. Yeah, they don't get the artifact, but they do escape. I would say that because remember, Sunwave can create ground bridges and all that, so they quickly go because they realize they can't really overwhelm them. With Iron Knight and Ratchet's weapons, they actually get cooked. And besides, Ratchet also has insect energon, so the moment they pump that inside of them, oh, they got demolished. So Sunwave and Blitzwing literally evacuated before they even got killed. And seeing these pieces of ironite, as you realize you could have killed off Blitzwing and even Soundwave. He's mad from this, but Ratchet is like, it's fine. We'll get him next time. Hearing this, Anna's like, yeah, Doc, I guess you're right. As they proceed to go back to base, and every Autobot comes back with a successful mission. Thanks. Well, besides Oxmus and Jazz, but it doesn't matter much. As I actually gave Megatron that artifact because, to be fair, look at this. Like, you can't tell me they are not cooked. Every Autobot has an OP weapon. Like, come on. This is just unfair, so I had to give Megatron something. But yeah, he lost a lot more. He gained something and lost more. Yeah, but we go like back to the Autobot base, and the Autobots are busy chatting and having a good time, realizing they're technically winning. They have a win after win streak. And Optimus is happy that everyone is doing well, and he wonders how is Megatron doing, and his Decepticons. And we would cut to Megatron, who is furious. Bro is pissed off. He's like, how the hell did all of you fail me? And by the way, Dreadwing, your brother Skyquake is dead? Yes. Where's Hardshell? Knockout says, Master, he's dead too. Oh, I gained a powerful artifact. I lost two highly skilled warriors. It's just not my day. It's not my day. Megatron just tired from everything at this point. But yeah, that will be the end of episode 16. Now we skip to episode 17. Now you see, episode 17 is more focused on the Decepticons, you can say. You see, remember, since who's this? Bulkhead's not injured, I will have to switch up the episodes. So yeah, episode 17 is basically focusing on Megatron and Megatron and his Decepticons. They're wondering what the hell they can do to get an edge. But then Knockout's like, what about those protoforms we got? And here in this Megatron's like, those 3 protoforms. I mean, yes, Master. I mean, we do need we need extra warriors as we lost two of our most valuable. Skyquake and Hardshell, as they did die. Indeed. But what are we gonna do with those protoforms? They need DNA samples or something. True. So can I get some DNA from you, Master? Hearing this makes Megatron look at basically Knockout like, what are you gonna do? I wanna create a bot who's close to your level, someone you can control. We can probably even make him stronger by using Dark Energon, Knockout says. Hearing this makes Megatron think, that could work. Alright, Knockout, get my DNA sample. And any other random DNA sample for the other 2. You use one of them for my DNA, alright? As you wish, Master. As Knockout basically starts doing science things, as he starts making the 3 protoforms basically, he's trying to basically make them go online. Now, Knockout is busy focusing on this, and Sunwave even comes in to help out, because Sunwave is very smart, even though his Megatron's communications are so, he's still smart, like very smart. I mean, he can quite fix Megatron up, so I say he's doing good as well. Like with Soundwave and Knockout, they're doing good. I ain't gonna lie. And by the end of the episode, Knockouts and Soundwave finish the three new bots and present them towards Megatron. And Knockout's like, Lord Megatron, I introduce to you three new warriors. And one of them you can say is your son, basically. And I introduce you Galvatron, Cyclonus, and Scourge. Hearing this, Megatron looks at them and is like, Galvatron? Hmm, not bad. Yeah, that definitely sounds like me. Megatron, Galvatron. Yeah, never mind, that is my son. Ah. Megatron walks up to Galvatron and Galvatron kneels. As he's fused with Dark Energon, and I would say he does have a spark chamber and all that, so all of them have their own sparks. And basically put Galvatron kneels along with Scourge and Cyclonus, as they all say, We are here to serve you, Lord Megatron. Hearing this makes Megatron smile as he realizes he actually has an asset. He actually has more warriors. And he knows Optimus probably doesn't know about this. Yeah, he thinks he might have an edge, but little does he know Optimus has two other protoforms. Yeah, and what I'm gonna do to them is hilarious. But yeah, now that'll be the end of episode 17. Episode 18 is yeah, where we bring in no one other than this guy. Smokescreen. Oh, he's not that bad, but like to be fair, honestly, he's not that bad, but he's too childish, you can say. Too much fun to prove himself, but yeah. Episode 18 will go the same. The only difference is that since Starscream is dead, the Autobots get red energon and all that. So episode 18 doesn't change much, besides the fact they get the red energon. And Smokescream joining Team Prime. Wow, how many Autobots is that, guys? Huh. Well, technically 13. Like in a few episodes later, it's gonna be 15. But yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this and like peace. And dang, this is long. I did not expect it to be this long. While I was explaining in every detail and sentence. So yeah, it makes sense. Well, peace.